Good morning. It is Good Friday. Friday's here, but Sunday's coming. I am just getting dinner going, and I thought I would show you what I'm doing. I just got done browning up some beef short ribs that I'm going to throw into my slow cooker. And so in that same pan, I am going to get going with some onions, and then I'll explain a little bit more about what I'm doing, but I don't want anything to burn. So I'm going to use the same pan. I'm going to leave all of those good brown bits in there, and I threw a little bit more, just some grass-fed butter. That is what I browned my short ribs in, with some seasonings, just garlic, onion, pepper, just your traditional seasonings. So I've got that going. I'm going to go ahead and add up, I have one whole chopped onion. And if you are catching this on YouTube, I actually did this live on my Instagram, and it's Her Hearts at Home, and I'll share my handle in the description so you can join me on there if you want to catch these live. Otherwise, I always post them here. So if you're watching on there, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're watching on Instagram, of course, the likes are always appreciated because it helps the algorithm. So just adding in that onion into that butter. So if you're just joining, I'm making beef short ribs in my slow cooker, but I already browned them in some butter on my pan with some salt and pepper and onion. And I've just put in, onion powder. And I just put in some sliced onion. I used one whole onion. This onion is from Azure Standard. They're organic onions, and I am super, super impressed with the quality of the produce I've been getting from them. So if you want to know more about Azure Standard, where I buy a lot of my groceries now, you can go ahead and check out my highlights. There's an Azure Standard highlights. If you use my link, we get a $25 credit, which of course is a blessing to our family. We get that credit once you place a $100 order or more. It doesn't cost you anything extra to use the credit, it just gives us a little bit of extra money. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cook up those onions, and while they're cooking, I'm going to add in some flour. This is just some heritage flour that I get from Sunrise Flour Mill, and this is just going to help to thicken the sauce that I'm going to have it cook in the slow cooker. When it's all done today, I'm going to make a gravy out of everything that's in the crock pot, but this will help it thicken a little. So I'm just sauteing up these onions just to give them a little bit more depth of flavor. You could totally skip this step and throw it right all into your slow cooker, but I like the extra flavor that it gives you. So while those are going, I'm going to get my crock pot ready for the rest of the stuff. So I've got, in addition to the onion, I have a couple sliced carrots. I just sliced them at the diagonal, and then a couple cloves of garlic. I'm just going to move that out of the way so I can get my crock pot over here and show you what I'm doing. Got my slow cooker here. And into the bottom of the slow cooker, I'm going to go ahead and put my carrots. I'm putting my carrots at the bottom because they can take a while to cook, and it will also give the meat a little bit of a bed. And I'm a little farther away than I normally am because I wanted to get everything that I'm doing here, so you'll just have to excuse that. So I'm going to go ahead and just put my carrots down on the bottom. And I'm going to serve this with some mashed potatoes and maybe peas or something like that, just whatever I can find in my freezer for the veggie. Alright, so I've got my carrots there in the bottom, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my meat on top, and I'll show you what that looks like. So, like I said, I browned up the short ribs. These were on sale at Fresh Thyme, so they are boneless. Obviously, the ends didn't get brown. Some of the ones I did earlier did, but so you just want to get some of that browned flavor. It seals in some of that moisture, and I'm just going to layer these in the bottom of my slow cooker. I'm going to be gone most of the day again, so slow cooker for the win. I do a lot of slow cooker meals. And just get all the rest of that, the drippings that were on the pan in there. Okay, so while my onions are still sauteing, I've got my carrots in there and my meat. I'm going to go ahead with the liquid that I'm going to dump on top. So I have just a cup of hot water that I added a teaspoon of Better Than Bouillon, beef Better Than Bouillon in here. And I'm going to add in some tomato paste, and if you've seen my other ones recently, I've been using this tomato paste a lot. It's from Azure Standard. It's Bio Nature. It's no salt added. It's from Italy. They come in these nice little glass jars. And I'm just going to go ahead and use the last of the tomato paste that's in here. A couple tablespoons probably. I've been using this one for a few recipes this week, and I want to go ahead and use it up. once you open it, you only have like 10 days or something. So, and we are going to my mother-in-law's tomorrow and then my sister's on Sunday, so I won't be cooking the next 2 days for dinner. So I went ahead and just added that in there. And if you don't know what Better Than Bouillon is, this is what it looks like. I get this from Costco. This is the organic reduced sodium Better Than Bouillon. It is like a paste as opposed to like a powder. I think it kind of reminds me of the texture of Nutella, but I really like having this on hand when I don't have like canned, or, well, I don't use canned, but like the boxes of beef broth, or I don't have time to make my own. This is a great thing to just keep in the fridge. I'm going to go ahead and stir around these onions. Hey! My dog's deciding to bark. Okay. Hey, roll it. No, roll it. Hold on 1 second. Roll it. No. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to try to talk over him. I'm going to go ahead and add in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce to my liquid here. Just a couple dashes of that. And mix that up. Now I'm going to go ahead and just dump this over. Sorry, you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and dump this over the short ribs. Rolling. Then I'm going to add in that garlic that I minced up. There's like some weird pieces in there. Okay, so minced garlic. Hold on, I'm sorry, 1 second. Hey! No bark. Roll it. No bark. No bark. Go lay down. Go lay down. No bark. He's the sweetest puppy, but he thinks he's tough. So, Roland. Roll it. Okay, anyways, I'm just going to have to talk loud and talk over him so I can get this done. Alright, so I've got that all in my slow cooker. Now I'm going to add in some more seasoning, and then I'm going to top it with onions. So I have some oregano. And some granulated onion, and this is what I use to season up the meat when I was sauteing it. But really, like, you want to season this well. Beef has really great flavor, but it's also really good to add in some extra flavor. Some garlic. I know I did the minced garlic, but I also like the granulated. And then last but not least, just a little more pepper. And these are going to put off some liquid themselves, the meat is, and like the carrots and stuff. So you don't have to have it fully submerged, but you want to make sure there's a good amount of liquid in here to keep these from drying out while they're cooking. So you could always add in more if you need to, depending on the size of your crock pot. And now I've got my onions. They are nice and brown. Roland! Roland! Come! Come! Roland, come! 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 Heel. Okay. He's like, no, I'm in trouble. Alright, so I've got my onion. I'm going to go ahead and just... I am so sorry about him. Okay. Put the onions on top there, and I will show you what this looks like, and then I'm just going to put the lid on and let it cook all day. So you can see the onions are on top. There's a lot of great flavor in those onions. So there we go. I'm going to put the lid on, let it cook all day. I'm going to serve it with mashed potatoes. I will turn the liquid in there into a gravy to serve with it and have some sort of veggie. So I hope you guys all have a blessed Good Friday. Remember what Good Friday is all about, that Jesus died for you and I because we are sinners and we need him. So I am so thankful for a loving God that sent his son, and I just pray that you have a blessed day. I hope that you get to spend the weekend with your family and just really thinking about what Jesus did for us. So if you missed this, I will share this as a video like I always do. But until next time, have a great day and blessings to you. Amen. Oh, thank you, Andrea. I appreciate it. Amen. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.